This is 2 miles east, 3.5 to your right on Billy the Kid Road, takes you to the old Fort Sumner Museum. It's this building in front is now the Chamber of Commerce. Go under the porch on the left-hand side, sidewalk leads you in the cemetery. Then you go on past that 100 yards and back west to the bosque. It tells about what happened to the Indians while they were held prisoner here. Now, Jesus Silva told my dad and I that Garrett and his 2 deputies camped west across the river out of sight and waited till dark, slipped in town, hid in the orchard. Jesus says we knew someone was in the orchard, but it was not unusual, so we didn't go investigate. About 11:30, Garrett and the 2 deputies come down here, and the deputies sitting on the porch. Garrett goes in that corner bedroom, sitting on the bed, asking Maxwell if he knew where Billy was. Over here at the cook shack, Delavina was going to cook Billy some supper. She picked up the kitchen knife and was going to go get the meat off the porch over here at the Maxwell house. Billy said, "Oh no, I'll go get it." He took the knife and walked over there and stepped up on the porch, and when the deputies moved, he asked him who he was in Spanish. He didn't respond. Billy backed in the bedroom door, turned his head and asked Maxwell who they were. Garrett recognizes his voice, pulls his pistol and shoots twice. Maxwell and Garrett run out of the room, wouldn't go back in. The first shot killed Billy and the second one went through a washstand. And Jesus Silva was over here around the cook shack area, and he came over and went in, and Billy was lying there, a long meat knife in one hand and his gun in the other. Now, when I was 8 years old in 41, I don't remember him saying anything about the gun because I was fascinated with the knife.
Yeah.
You know? And so anyway, Garrett and Maxwell ran out of the room, and Jesus went in, and Billy was lying there, a long meat knife in one hand, his pistol in the other. He was dead. They carried him over here to the carpenter shop, laid him out on the carpenter's bench, had a candlelight vigil, coroner's inquest with a judge and a panel of men, just like they do today. Took him 100 yards east to the cemetery, had a little novenas, a little service, and buried him before noon the next day. And now, see the saddle in there at the far end down there? Well, there's a Croquet Kid picture behind that. But to the left of that is a newspaper article where Jesus Silva was interviewed. And if you really want to know what happened that night, read that whole thing. It's very interesting. And you can have this.
Thank you. That is quite a story. It's more than I ever knew about it.
Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
Really appreciate that.
There was a girl from old Mexico living with the Pacheco family at the fort. Pacheco was a blacksmith, and she had a baby by Billy, and she wanted to go back home to Mexico, but it couldn't take the baby. It was too hard. So the Pachecos agreed to take him, and he used to come by my dad's second-hand store when I was a little kid.
Wow.
And I was afraid to ask him anything. Red-headed, reddish-brown hair, blue-eyed. And he'd come by on Saturday after being down at the bar and going home, you know. He'd stop and rest there.
Yeah.
So he was older than you when you were a kid?
Oh, he was an older guy, you know. Gee, he must have been in his 70s. You know.
So Jesus Silva, when you met him, was really old.
How old was Billy when he got shot?
21.
Is that it?
21.
Almost 22.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What a life.